All right, this is worst case scenario, but what do you do if a MARTA bus smashes into a utility pole and plows right through your front yard?
I've never even had to think about this possibility. Until now, because a Northwest Atlanta grandmother decided she'd better call Harry when the terrifying moment happened to her, sending power surging through her home. Harry's alive in historic Collier Heights in Atlanta. So Harry, this is crazy. Do we know what actually caused the accident?
Well, you know, MARTA's been pretty upfront about what happened here. You know, the bus was coming down the street, took out this mailbox, it took out this power pole. It's now been replaced, but that sent power surging through a line to this house right here. And it was only a day later. I mean, MARTA knew what had happened, but a day later, the homeowner, she's 73, she's sitting in this house. She doesn't know what to do. She's got her 2 grandkids with her. So she picked up the phone and she called Atlanta News First and she reached our assignment manager. And kudos to Kendra Mackey for taking this call and realizing that something needed to be done now.
You could feel the vibrations of the house.
Sylvia Walker Jones says it is hard to describe what it's like when power
just pull it out right there.
Surges through every wire in your home.
That's a power surge in your house.
And look at this. The electrical cord to her fan burned the carpet. Last week, a MARTA bus smashed into an outside utility pole. Jones says it happened right after dinner.
I didn't know what had happened. You know, I thought the house was blowing up.
Georgia Power confirms the crash caused an electrical surge that knocked out power to the neighborhood. And MARTA confirms the driver was alone when she lost control, a crash caused by fatigue.
It was a female who drove the MARTA bus. She did come up and apologize. And she said that she fell asleep.
So the bus was coming down the hill just like this. But instead of turning like it's turning, it took out this utility pole right here, and it kept on going and going. And if you turn around right here, it went all the way through the yard, and you could see part of the windshield lying here on the ground. The bus damage was bad, but nothing compared to the surge that burned the side of Jones's house and all the wiring in it. Jones heard the surge and felt it.
I didn't know what it was at that point. I didn't know, and I didn't have time to deal with it.
Did paramedics want to take you to the hospital to be evaluated?
Yes, they did.
But you didn't go?
No, I didn't. I didn't have anyone to take care of my grandchildren.
Jones told us she was feeling okay, but staying here when it's 90+ degrees is not. She called MARTA.
And they said they could not do anything until maybe sometime next week.
So we called MARTA, and an hour later,
I'm going to be working with your insurance company.
She met with a disaster relief specialist.
She needed help today, didn't she?
Absolutely. Place to stay, it's uncomfortable, it's warm, it's hot, no electricity, no air conditioning.
MARTA is taking full responsibility. It's agreed to make the repairs and told Jones to go straight to a hotel. How are you feeling right now that you're getting help?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. You know I could not have done this without you.
Okay, so I want to give you an update about the MARTA bus driver because she hit that pole obviously really hard, and MARTA officials confirmed that she did go to the hospital. She's been released. She's home recovering pending the outcome of its investigation. I want to show you this because this is why you can't reconnect power here. We're going to zoom in a little closer. You can actually see where it burned the main line here and where the flames, I mean, this house could have burnt down. And so that's why Georgia Power couldn't reconnect, and that's why this is going to cost so much to come in here, rip all the wiring out, and put all new wiring in. Guys?
It's company. And I want to make sure you heard me when I repeat that. Why didn't she call her insurance company, Harry?
Yep, sorry, we had a little technical glitch there. Why didn't she call her insurance company? This is the takeaway for the story. There are people whose homes are paid for, and when your home is paid for, you're not required to have insurance, and the insurance policy lapsed. Does that mean that she's responsible? No, MARTA's taken full responsibility. But if this happens to you, normally you would call your insurance company and let them go after MARTA and deal with the situation. In this case, the takeaway for everyone, if you have elderly parents who their home is paid for, check their insurance policy to make sure it's enforced. Check your own insurance policy. Although if you have a mortgage, the mortgage company is going to make sure you have insurance. Back to you.
I will be reading my insurance policy to ensure MARTA bus crashes is included in the policy. Harry, thank you. For more on this story and other stories from Better Call Harry, you can download the free Atlanta News First app or go to atlantanewsfirst.com.